Start?
Yeah,
We're starting? We're on.
We're on.
Yay! Good morning.
Hello, everybody. So,
Yes.
hi, everybody.
What happened yesterday's lesson? The end of yesterday's lesson.
Yeah, I want to apologize. I'm not technical at all. So, I didn't know that there was a way to lock this Zoom meeting room. Apparently there is, which I've learned. And yeah, we just had a visitor pop in. So I guess she had noticed that I was in my Zoom room and she wanted to come in and say hi. So we were blessed by a sister. I don't know her, but bless her heart. And she was so sweet. And now I have locked everybody out. So please forgive me. Won't happen again. And let's move on. Lesson 99.
Thank you. Thank you. As you can see, we're not very professional.
We're so polished. We're the real deal.
Lesson 99. Okay, am I reading?
Yes.
Don't know if I'm qualified for this. Sure you don't want me to sing first?
I'd love for you to sing.
I've got a terrible voice. Okay, here we go. Salvation is my only function here.
Yes.
Can we just let that drop in? Salvation is my only function here. Salvation. So I can't, have salvation as my only function and yet at the same time have a whole lot of other functions as well, right?
No.
Okay, just checking.
I had to abandon my goal to be a tightrope walker.
What? You'd make a lousy tightrope walker. I just got a visual and went, no. Uh-oh.
Look, there's Big Bird up on the tightrope.
You're so funny, sis. Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Okay. Salvation is my only function here. Only. You see that word is underlined in mine here. Yeah.
All right. Highlight that, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Salvation and forgiveness are the same. Right. So let's redo this lesson. Let's rephrase it.
Yes.
Lesson 99. Forgiveness is my only function here. Forgiveness. That's it. That's it. Okay, let's pack up and go home. What do you think?
If you all just got that.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. So salvation and forgiveness are the same. They both imply that something has gone wrong, something to be saved from, forgiven for, something amiss that needs corrective change, something apart or different from the will of God. Thus, do both terms imply a thing impossible, but yet which has occurred, resulting in a state of conflict seen between what is and what could never be. What is? Sis, what does he mean by what is?
God.
Thank you. And what does he mean by what could never be?
The belief that there's God and something else.
So there's belief in God and physical pain, a belief in God and relationship conflict.
Two powers.
God. What's that?
The belief in two powers.
Two powers, right. Yeah. So what you're saying is there's only one.
That's right.
Thank you. Paragraph 2. Truth and illusions both are equal now, for both have happened in the split mind delusion, right? The impossible becomes a thing you need forgiveness for, salvation from. Salvation now becomes the borderland between the truth and the illusion. It reflects the truth because it is the means by which you can escape illusions. Yet it is not yet the truth because it undoes what was never done.
It almost seems contradictory. First sentence says, for both have happened. And the last sentence says, yet it is not truth because it undoes what was never done. And so for those analytical minds like myself, recognize for both seem to have happened within the split mind, but yet in the absolute truth. So yes, it really, really happened in here, but yet did it happen in the mind of God? No, I need to print one of these out again, but no, it never did. Seemed to, never did. Okay.
Thank you for driving that one home again.
Yeah, somebody will pick on that. I know I would have. Probably did.
Okay. Are we good to keep going?
Yes.
Paragraph 3. How could there be a meeting place at all where earth and heaven can be reconciled within a mind where both of them exist?
Mm-hmm.
The mind that sees illusions thinks them real. They have existence in that they are thoughts. And yet they are not real because the mind that thinks these thoughts is separate from God.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he's talking about the split mind that
That's right.
believes that we are a human being having an experience apart from God, right?
That's right. He's talking about the gap.
I love that gap diagram.
Me too.
Okay.
So many great times to refer to it.
Paragraph 4. What joins the separated mind and thoughts with mind and thought? See, he's capitalized that, right?
Mm-hmm.
What joins the separated mind and thoughts with mind and thought, which are forever one? Question.
Mm-hmm.
What plan could hold the truth inviolate, yet recognize the need illusions bring and offer means by which, and offer the means by which they are undone without attack and with no touch of pain? Do you understand any of that sentence?
Yes.
Good. Maybe it's the way I read it.
It's okay. Keep going.
Sorry, keep going.
Just finish that one paragraph and let's see if we can talk about it.
All right. What but a thought of God could be this plan by which the never done is overlooked and sins forgotten which were never real?
Yeah. So there needs to be a meeting place. It's like, okay, there's just the mind of God and God knowing only itself. Part of the son's mind has seemed to fallen asleep. So within the allness of God, there seems to be this little place carved out where part of the mind of God has fallen asleep and the dream is taking place. Well, God is not in the dream. And those of those of us that believe that we are identified as mythical me living within that dream, right? We're not aware of the absolute because of the amnesia. So he starts to talk about this borderland where salvation and forgiveness is, where the mind begins to awaken through the help of the Holy Spirit, which is the mediator between the seeming two realms. So there's like this bridge or this interconnection. It's the only way for us to awaken. This is the only way for salvation. You have to forgive what has never been true and accept and awaken to what has always been true. So we're tearing down the veil that overlays our ability to be present with the absolute, which is here right now. But this is that, he calls it borderland. It's the area of forgiveness where it seems to recognize the illusions, but brings us to the absolute.
Through forgiveness.
Yes.
And that's the only means.
Only means. That's that narrow gate. Wide is the way and many people walk through it, but narrow is the gate and few be there that find it. This is the only way back home.
So I can't get there through doing yoga or dieting,
crystals, sunbathing.
Huh? Yes. Yeah. Right.
No.
Just double checking.
That's okay.
Forgive me.
We're being naughty.
Yeah, I am being naughty. Paragraph 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Holy Spirit. Am I up there?
Yeah.
I can't even speak. Okay. The Holy Spirit holds this plan of God exactly as it was received of him within the mind of God and in your own. It is apart from time in that its source, capital S, is timeless. Yet it operates in time because of your belief that time is real. Unshaken does the Holy Spirit look on what you see, on sin and pain and death, on grief and separation, and on loss. So he's saying that Holy Spirit's unshaken to look upon what we see as sin, pain, death, grief, separation, and loss, right?
Yeah. Holy Spirit never goes into it, doesn't see anything meaningful in it. All he knows is that this is a call for love. And what he's looking upon is not God's will. Yeah.
Okay, so he's looking upon the gap with us,
Mm-hmm.
but he knows the gap doesn't exist.
That's right.
Okay. Yet does he know one thing must still be true? God is still love. And this is not his will. Hey, I've just seen something.
What?
Tell me if you have this in your COA edition. He's got God is still love. He uses a capital L.
Oh.
Did you see that?
I've got lowercase.
Oh. Okay, I'm disappointed now.
One for FYP.
Okay, all right, good.
It's so the capitalization helps significantly with the understanding. So if it, anything that refers to God, divine love would be capital L, mind, capital M when referring to God. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Paragraph 6. This is the thought, capital T for thought, that brings illusions to the truth and sees them as appearances behind which is the changeless and the sure.
Yes.
This is the thought that saves and that forgives, because it lays no faith in what is not created by the only source it knows, God, right? This is the thought whose function is to save by giving you its function as your own. Salvation is your function with the one to whom the plan was given. Now are you entrusted with this plan along with him? He has one answer to appearances, regardless of their form, their size, their depth, or any attribute they seem to have. So he has one answer to the whole damn lot. All the shit we see through the egos, through the body's 5 senses,
yes.
All of the pain that we've gone through in the imaginary past.
Inconceivable.
What? Inconceivable. Thank you, sis.
Yeah, that's his one word.
Yeah.
It's not here in the text, guys, but that's, yes. That's what Jesus really wanted to say here.
Yeah, we're telling you that. Right, sure. Okay. But he does say here, he has one answer to appearances, right, regardless of their form. Salvation is my only function here. God still is love, and this is not his will.
That's right.
Inconceivable. You can add that word if you want, or whatever word means.
Jesus just said it's okay.
It's okay. He did. You sure?
I'm positive.
Well,
yep.
Yeah, of course. We just asked his permission, right?
Yes. Isn't he lovely?
He's got a bit of a smirky smile on his face, right? Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
Okay.
Part 7.
Good. Where am I? 7, you said, yeah? Mm-hmm. You who will yet work Are you with us, sis?
I am.
Are you with us, family? Yeah?
Yes.
He's speaking to you. You who will yet work miracles, be sure you practice well the idea for today. Salvation is my only function here. Try to perceive the strength in what you say, for these are words in which your freedom lies. Your Father loves you. All the world of pain is not his will. Forgive yourself the thought he wanted this for you. You know, God doesn't bring us lessons. Holy Spirit doesn't bring us painful lessons. Just the ego does, right? Then let this thought with which he has replaced all your mistakes enter the darkened places of your mind that thought the thoughts that never were his will.
That's the ego thought system right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So salvation is my only function here.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I have to use this. Forgiveness is my only function here. That's it.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Which means taking it deeply, forgiveness is my only function here, means that in the instant I'm triggered, I become aware that I'm triggered, and I want to choose again with Holy Spirit, that's the moment that I can accept the atonement, which is the correction of fear in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
In that moment, I can accept my own incorruptible innocence, which restores my mind, vertically to being his will.
That's right.
Right? So inspiration, guidance, peace, joy, union, all of it's restored. Mm-hmm. Okay. Paragraph 8. This part belongs to God, as does the rest. It does not think its solitary thoughts and make them real by hiding them from him. Let in the light, and you will look upon no obstacle to what he wills for you. Can you imagine what he wills for you? Holy moly. Open your secrets to his kindly light and see how bright this light still shines in you. Practice his thought today and let his light seek out and lighten up all darkened spots and shine through them to join them to the rest. That's the light that just completely subsumes the darkness, right?
That's right.
It is It is God's will your mind be one with his. It is God's will. It is God's will that he has but one son. It is God's will that his one son is you. Let that sink in.
Yes.
Think of these things in practicing today and start the lesson that we learned today with this instruction in the way of truth. Salvation is my only function here. Salvation and forgiveness are the same. Can you feel that? Mm-hmm. What a relief. Then turn to him who shares your function and let him teach you what you need to learn to lay all fear aside. I see. What you need to learn in order to lay all fear aside and know yourself as love. I've got a capital L, sis, which has no opposite in you. Right?
Yes.
No opposite in you. That's the love we are. There is no opposite. Paragraph 10. Forgive all thoughts which would oppose the truth of your completion, unity, and peace. You cannot lose the gifts your Father gave. You do not want to be another self. You have no function that is not of God. Well, are you sure? You have no function. What's that?
I said, I vouch for him.
Thank you. You have no function that is not of God. Forgive yourself the one you think you made. Forgiveness and salvation are the same. Forgive what you have made and you are saved.
So there you go. That's why salvation and forgiveness are the same, right? Forgive the idea that you are mythical me. Forgive the idea that separation was possible, right? Forgive everything beyond that first thought that you left and became the one that you think that you are. Forgive yourself, the one you think you made. Forgive what you have made, and you are saved.
Beautiful.
That's all we can do here, because none of this is truth. All of it's an illusion. All of it's meaningless, chaotic, and darkness. The only thing we can do in truth is to do away with it, to awaken, which is through forgiveness. Forgive what's never been, to awaken to what is. And we have no idea what that is until we're allowing only God's thoughts to be our thoughts. So he's just pointing to, you can chase all kinds of goals. You can do lifetimes after lifetimes, and you'll come to the same conclusion. It's seek and don't find. It has nothing that you want. There's never the payoff. Your only choice is to awaken. And the only way to awaken is through forgiveness. And that's your only function. Accept it now or later, but accept it. I recommend accepting it now.
Well, that's all we can really do here. That took me nearly 30 years to figure out. No, not to figure out, to accept.
That's right.
That's more honest, all right?
Yeah.
Which is, wow, the only thing I can do here in the dream is to choose between illusion or truth.
That's it.
In any one moment. That's it.
Yeah, nothing past that. Nothing.
So all the career building that I did in my past life, all was for naught, right?
Studying for the bar exam. What was I thinking? But nothing's lost. It brought us to the culmination of recognizing that there's nothing in the world that I want.
That's it.
We had to go through the motion. So no judgment, but thank God we're seeing it together.
Yeah, we're seeing it together. And then giving all of what we did in the past, all of that, for Holy Spirit to divinely repurpose,
right,
or reinterpret everything we did in the past. Yeah,
give it all to Him.
Yeah. Okay, and where am I up to? Number 11. There is a special message for today which has the power to remove all forms of doubt and fear forever from your mind. If you are tempted to believe them true, remember that appearances cannot withstand the truth these mighty words contain. Salvation is my only function here. God still is love, and this is not His will. Did I just read that? I think I did. So, guys, it must be that we needed to hear it again.
Right, go ahead.
Okay. 12. Your only function tells you you are one. Your only function tells you you are one. Remind yourself of this between the times you give 5 minutes to be shared with Him who shares God's plan with you, and remind yourself this: salvation is my only function here. In other words, forgiveness is my only function here. Thus do you lay forgiveness on your mind and let all fear be gently laid aside, that love may find its rightful place in you and show you that you are the Son of God. Wow. Okay. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Salvation is my only function here. Thank you.
That's a beautiful promise too. It's a special, it's a special message.
Excuse me, what was that? What language you speak? I can hear a little bit of rattling.
I don't know where that came from. A special message for today, which has the power to remove all forms of doubt and fear forever from your mind. This message: salvation is my only function here. God still is love, and this is not His will. I'm just tying it back to the promise that He made in COA's paragraph 10. You know, your paragraph numbers don't align with our paragraphs too. So sometimes when you say paragraph 10, it's our paragraph 9 and etc.
Or maybe I shouldn't. Okay, well, you know, I announce a paragraph number because I need to know.
Yeah, yeah. I
Not
just want
for
you all to
anybody else.
know that I know that that's not the right paragraph number if you're using this one. Okay.
And if you're using, hang on a minute, let me have a look. And if you're using this one,
Oh,
look at this duct tape, man. And that duct tape's 10 years old, maybe 15.
that is incredible.
Isn't it?
You think she's serious about her course practice? I don't know, sis. Are you one of those where if I said, hey, where in the course does Jesus talk about, I don't know, something, you'd be able, you know right where it's at? Like what section?
I used to, yeah.
Wow.
I with that book, I did.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was before I learned how to type recently.
Gotcha. Wow. All right. Well, thank you guys. That was lesson 99.
Yeah.
Have fun with the practice on that. Okay. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.